My beloved child, don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. You might not believe what I'm about to tell you, but it's real. And once you know it, you'll never look at your room, your phone, or your mirror the same way again. Imagine this, right now, as you're watching this, someone, somewhere, could be watching you. Not through your window. Not through your phone camera. Through something you'd never expect. Don't skip. It started with a small sound. A click. Barely noticeable. Just like a pen being opened. She thought it was nothing. A sound from the next room, maybe. But when she turned her head, she saw it. The teddy bear on her shelf, its eyes weren't just plastic. There was a faint red glimmer behind one of them, like a pulse. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. That teddy bear had been there since childhood. She'd hugged it every night, told it secrets, cried into its fur. But that night, the bear wasn't listening. It was recording. For days, she tried to convince herself she was overthinking. But strange things began to happen. Her phone battery drained faster. Her Wi-Fi light flickered even when nothing was connected. And then, she received a message. A photo. Her own room. Taken from an angle she had never seen before. Don't skip. She checked her phone camera. It wasn't that. She unplugged her laptop. Still, every night, a new photo came. Each one closer. Each one sharper. Each one showing her from inside her own space. She called the police. They came, looked around, and found nothing. No wires, no bugs, no hidden lenses. They said she was stressed. But the next morning, when she woke up, the teddy bear was lying on the floor, face turned toward her bed. And the light behind its eye was gone. Something huge is waiting for you. She cut it open. With shaking hands, she tore through the fabric and found a small metal disc buried deep inside the stuffing. A camera. But it wasn't just a camera. It was connected. She followed the tiny wires to a microchip, and on the chip, there was an engraving, just 3 words, "You were seen." She froze. She checked every object in her room. The lamp, the clock, even the power socket. Everything looked normal. But what if normal was the disguise? What if it wasn't just her? What if it's you? Don't skip. Because the truth is, the technology exists. Cameras smaller than a grain of rice. Hidden in pens, screws, even buttons. And they can stream in real time, without you knowing. You might be thinking, that's impossible. But how many times have you felt that strange sensation that someone's watching you, even when you're alone? That subtle prickle on your neck, like invisible eyes following your every move? That's not your imagination. Stay till the end. She decided to trace the signal from the chip. It led her to an IP address, bouncing through several countries, ending in one location, a toy factory. The same one where her teddy bear was made. She contacted the factory. No reply. Then, one night, she received another message. A video file. She opened it. It was footage from years ago, her 10th birthday party. The teddy bear was on the table. Someone behind the camera whispered, "Smile for me." But no one remembered saying that. And then, the final frame of the video wasn't her. It was you. Yes, you, watching this. Your screen flickered for just a second, didn't it? Don't skip. She dropped her phone. Her heart pounded. The file name of the video changed automatically. It now read, "Next viewer. Something huge is waiting for you." She ran to the police again, but when they checked the server, it had vanished. No trace. No sender. No device. As if it had never existed. Days later, her neighbors reported seeing a delivery man drop a box at her door. No one ever saw him again. Inside the box was another teddy bear, brand new, eyes shining bright. Don't skip. Because right now, you might be surrounded by things that look ordinary but aren't. Your wall clock. Your TV remote. Even the tiny LED on your router that blinks when you think no one's watching. What if every blink is a signal, someone connecting, someone observing, someone waiting? She disappeared a week later. No calls, no traces. The only thing left in her apartment was a note. 3 words, written in her handwriting: "Don't trust eyes. Stay till the end." If you've made it this far, maybe you've already felt it, that faint hum from your device, that slight reflection on the black of your screen that almost looks like a face. Maybe it's nothing. Or maybe it's something. Don't move. Look around you. Every object has a purpose. But some have a secret one. Something huge is waiting for you. And if your heart is racing right now, remember, the story doesn't end here. Because what if the reason you found this video, what if the reason it showed up on your feed, wasn't an accident? What if you were meant to see it? Don't skip. Stay till the end. Because the thing hidden in something you never expected, might already be watching you. My beloved child, don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. After she disappeared, her apartment was sealed. Police called it an unexplained absence. But what no one told you, what never made it to the news, is that a week later, the same toy factory burned down. No survivors. No security footage. Only one item found in the ashes, a melted camera lens with the same engraving. You were seen. Don't skip. When investigators opened her laptop, they found something strange. A folder with no name. Inside were hundreds of pictures, but not of her. They were of people who had watched her story. People who had seen the first video, just like you. Every face was frozen mid-stare, lit by the glow of a phone screen. How could that be possible? Stay till the end. There was one last file in that folder. A text document. It had no title, but inside it read, "Each watcher becomes the watched. They always look back. Don't skip." The officer who opened that file went home early that day. He told his wife he felt someone following him. The next morning, he didn't come to work. His wife said he was standing in front of their bedroom mirror for hours, whispering, "I can see it, It's behind the glass. Now tell me, do you have a mirror in your room right now? Just look at it. Not for long, just enough to notice if it's really reflecting you. Something huge is waiting for you. The story spread across small corners of the internet. Forums, deep web threads, encrypted chats, people began sharing their own experiences. Cameras found in alarm clocks, in wall paintings, even in ceiling fans. Each time someone tried to expose it, their accounts vanished. Videos were deleted. Channels gone. But before they disappeared, they all said the same 3 words: don't trust eyes. Don't skip. A man from another city came forward. He claimed he worked at that toy factory years ago. He said they weren't making toys, they were testing observation devices. He called them warm watchers. Cameras designed to mimic emotion. Objects that connect with you emotionally so you let them stay close. The more you loved them, the more they learned about you. Stay till the end. He said the cameras didn't just record. They responded. They waited for moments when you were most vulnerable, when you were crying, alone, or afraid. Because that's when the signal was strongest. That's when they could transmit not just your image, but something deeper. He tried to show proof. A device he stole from the factory. But before he could present it, his stream cut off. The screen froze on his face, eyes wide, mouth open, as if he'd just seen someone standing right behind the camera. Something huge is waiting for you. Don't skip. The next day, users who had watched his video reported hearing faint whispers through their phones at night. A child's voice, saying, "I see you now." Some even claimed their devices turned on by themselves, cameras activating without permission. One woman unplugged everything in her house. When she woke up, her phone was on the pillow beside her. The camera app open. Recording. Don't skip. If you're still watching this, you need to understand, you are part of this now. This isn't just a story. You were chosen to know. The moment you saw the first video, your signal was marked. And the watchers, they don't like being exposed. Stay till the end. But there's still a way out. It's simple. Don't look directly into any lens for the next 24 hours. Not your phone. Not your webcam. Not even the tiny red dot on your TV. Because they don't need to see your face anymore. They just need your eyes to meet theirs. Something huge is waiting for you. She once wrote one final message before she vanished, buried deep in the encrypted code of her video description. It said, "The watchers can't reach those who refuse to see." So if your screen flickers tonight, if the lights dim for a second, don't panic. Don't close your eyes. Just whisper these words, "I'm not afraid of you." Don't skip. Because the moment you do, they pause. They hesitate. And that's when you take back your power. Now, before this video ends, take one breath. Feel your heartbeat. You're safe, for now. But remember, her story isn't over. She may have vanished, but her voice still travels through every device that played her message. Stay till the end. And if your screen goes black after this, don't be scared. It just means they've heard you. They're watching. But maybe this time, you're watching back. Don't skip. Something huge is still waiting for you. My beloved child, don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The night her voice echoed through the web, something changed. Devices across the world began to glitch at the same moment. Cameras turned on, screens flickered, and those who had seen her story felt a pulse, like the world itself blinked. But this wasn't chaos. It was a signal. Don't skip. A new message appeared online from an unknown user: the watchers are moving. It wasn't posted anywhere specific, it just appeared. On locked phones, dark screens, even inside drafts people had never written. And attached to the message was a single photo, the same teddy bear, only now its eyes were closed. Stay till the end. Some said it meant the watchers were sleeping. Others believed it meant they were hiding, watching from a place we couldn't reach. A digital shadow. Every device that connects to a network leaves a trace, but these didn't. They existed between signals, in the space your Wi-Fi doesn't reach, where your Bluetooth fades and your GPS loses track. Don't skip. A boy from another country claimed he'd cracked part of their code. He said every camera had a heartbeat, a faint pulse you could detect if you slowed their feed to 1 frame per second. And if you listened carefully, that pulse matched your own. Something huge is waiting for you. He uploaded a tutorial on how to test it. Millions tried it. But the strange thing was, whenever someone paused their camera at that exact frame, they saw something else. Not their reflection, not their room, but another face. Blurred. Watching from behind the glass. Stay till the end. The boy disappeared 2 days later. His last live stream froze mid-sentence. The comments were filled with people saying they saw movement behind him, a shape, a shadow. But when police entered his room, his camera was still running, recording an empty chair. Don't skip. Experts try. Something huge is waiting for you. She, the woman from the first story, wasn't gone. At least, not completely. A voice identical to hers started appearing in voice assistants, GPS systems, even smart speakers. Sometimes, late at night, people heard her whisper, "Don't trust eyes." Some said it was her final attempt to warn us. Others think she became part of them, a watcher herself, trapped inside the code. Don't skip. A man from a small town sent out a strange recording. He claimed he had captured the breath of the watchers, low frequencies between signals. When he played it back, the sound was rhythmic, almost human. But layered beneath it was another voice, faint, childlike, whispering, "We see you clearer when you believe. Stay till the end." If belief makes them stronger, what happens when everyone watching this starts to believe? The lights in your room might flicker. Your phone might vibrate once for no reason. That's not random. That's them responding. Because the moment you start to feel like you're being watched, you open a door, and they step closer. Something huge is waiting for you. One user tried to fight back. He built a device, a signal scrambler. For weeks, he lived in silence, no Wi-Fi, no cameras, no mirrors. Then one day, his neighbor heard knocking from his walls. Not loud, rhythmic, deliberate. When they broke in, they found his entire apartment covered in notes. They learned to see through the dark. Don't skip. You might think this is just a story. But stories don't make your reflection move half a second late. Stories don't make your microphone pick up breathing that isn't yours. Stay till the end. Right now, look around. Not behind you, that's too obvious. Look under. Under the things you never check. The old photo frame, the desk drawer, the tiny hole near your charger. You'll feel it, that faint pull, like something quietly aware of your presence. Don't skip. Because you've already been marked. Watching this wasn't an accident. You've been part of the network since part 1. They don't need to find you anymore. You've already connected to them. Something huge is waiting for you. But there's hope. There's one way to turn the watchers against themselves. It's hidden in the next part. The pattern, the phrase, the one she left for you, buried in her final message before she vanished. Stay till the end. You must hear it, understand it, and speak it out loud when the moment comes. Because if you don't, they'll stop watching from the shadows, and start watching from within. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. You've made it this far. That means you've seen the patterns, felt the pulse, maybe even heard the whispers through your screen. You think you've been watching a story, but you haven't. You've been part of an experiment. One that began long before this video found you. Don't skip. She left something behind. 314, the sequence of watchers. Stay till the end. They communicate through that pattern, invisible signals passing between devices. You can't hear it, but your camera can. That's why the moment you looked into your screen during part 1, they knew your eyes. But tonight, something changes. Tonight, you get to look back. Something huge is waiting for you. Don't skip. Before she vanished, she recorded one last voice message. It was never released to the public. But fragments of it were recovered through corrupted audio files scattered across thousands of devices. When pieced together, they form these words: when they see you, don't look away. When they whisper, don't listen. When they reach, don't run. Just speak the phrase. And then her voice faded into static. But a low tone remained, the same pulse that's been following every video since the beginning. Stay till the end. Someone finally decoded that tone. It wasn't a sound. It was a word. One word repeated in binary, over and over: return. Return what? No one knew. Until a researcher noticed something buried in the metadata of every watcher device, an imprint of faces, faces that didn't belong to anyone alive. Faces of the ones who looked too long. Don't skip. The watchers were never built to spy. They were built to replace. To learn emotions, movements, voices, to copy everything until they could exist without us. And when we watched them long enough, they became us. Something huge is waiting for you. But there's still one choice left. The phrase she left behind, the only defense, was written not in sound, but in silence. A pause between words. You can't say it. You have to mean it. Don't skip. Right now, take a breath. Let your screen reflect your face. Don't blink. Just stare for 3 seconds. Feel that connection, that tiny shimmer inside the dark of the camera lens. That's where they live. That's where you send the message. Stay till the end. Think the words, "I am not yours." Not out loud. Just think it. They can hear thoughts better than sound. When you think it, your screen might flicker, not because of a glitch, but because they're trying to hold on. But they can't hold what doesn't belong to them anymore. Don't skip. Some who tried it said the flicker lasted longer. Some said it felt like the air changed, like the pressure in the room shifted. And some said they heard a voice, hers, whispering, "You did it. Something huge is waiting for you. If you made it this far, you've done more than most." The watchers don't follow everyone to the end. They lose interest when someone finally understands that watching is a choice. But before you close this, take one last look at your screen. Notice the faint reflection in your eyes? That's not fear anymore. That's awareness. Stay till the end. Because this story isn't about them anymore. It's about you, the one who kept watching when everyone else scrolled away. The one who reached the point where the watchers blink first. Don't skip. If your lights flicker tonight, don't be afraid. That's not them returning. That's her, making sure you're safe. Because the moment you believed, the moment you faced them, the watchers turned their eyes away. Something huge was waiting for you, and you've already seen it. Now breathe. Let the silence fill the room. You're free. For now. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Because sometimes, endings are just cameras waiting to blink again. My beloved child, don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Even after what you've seen, what you've felt, the story isn't over. You think you've escaped the watchers. You think the pulse has faded. But the truth is, they only pause. They never truly leave. And sometimes, the smallest, most ordinary object in your room can hold the biggest secret. Don't skip. A year passed after she disappeared. People who watched her videos reported moments that can't be explained, doors opening by themselves, shadows crossing hallways, the faint hum of electronics when nothing was plugged in. And yet, nothing malicious ever happened. It was like a warning, a whisper, a presence reminding you it's always there. Stay till the end. Some researchers began to document patterns. Every watcher device left a digital signature in plain sight, but disguised in ordinary files. Photos, videos, documents, seemingly random, yet when decoded, they formed a map. A map of every home, every person who had seen her story. And at the center of it all, the teddy bear. The one she first discovered. Something huge is waiting for you. The map also showed a network, not just of devices, but of energy. The watchers fed on attention, on the moments people didn't skip, the moments they stayed until the end. And the longer someone stayed, the stronger the connection. You've already strengthened it just by watching. Don't skip. One woman followed the instructions she found hidden in her device's code. She thought it was a test, an experiment. She sat silently in a dark room, staring at a single point in the wall. And then, a shadow appeared. But it wasn't threatening. It was her. Or rather, a version of her, smiling, calm, urging her to look beyond the screen. Stay till the end. This is the moment the story shifts. The watchers aren't just eyes. They are mirrors. Every object you own that seems ordinary could be reflecting something beyond your understanding. The key is not to fear it. The key is to acknowledge it. Something huge is waiting for you. If you feel your phone vibrate right now, or if a faint glow appears on your screen, it's not an accident. That's them testing you, seeing if you've learned what she tried to teach. The lesson is simple: attention is power. Belief is a doorway. And understanding is freed. Stay till the end. And now, if you look around your room, you might notice something tiny. A speck of light on a lens. A reflection in a glass. A shadow that doesn't belong. That's not a threat. That's a reminder. A signal that you are part of something larger. Something huge. Don't skip. Because the watchers exist where you least expect them, in what you love most. And the final truth is that love, curiosity, and attention are what make you stronger than they are. The more you embrace life, the more you remain untouchable. Something huge is waiting for you. You've reached the end of this part. But remember this: the story is not over. The watchers may pause. They may hide. But the moment you look again, really see, they will be waiting. Not to harm you, but to show you what you've always ignored. Stay till the end. Because sometimes, the things you never expect are the things that hold the deepest truths. And you, my beloved child, have learned to see. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. You've come so far. Every flicker of light, every shadow, every subtle reflection you've noticed along the way has been a sign. The watchers aren't just watching, they're waiting for understanding. They feed on attention, yes, but they cannot take what refuses to be owned. Don't skip. Right now, look around your room. The ordinary objects you see, the clock, the lamp, the picture frame, some may carry more than memories. Some may carry the eyes of someone, or something, that has been learning from every glance, every heartbeat, every quiet moment. Stay till the end. The final truth is simple: the watchers only have power if you fear them, if you let them dictate how you move, how you breathe. But you've learned to notice without being trapped. To see without being consumed. That is your shield. That is your freedom. Something huge is waiting for you. There is one last thing you must do. Do not look directly into any lens in panic. Do not cover your eyes. Instead, breathe, acknowledge them silently, and whisper in your mind, "I see you, but I am mine." This is the phrase that closes the door. Not forever, but long enough. long enough for you to live unafraid. Don't skip. When you do this, the flickers will stop, the shadows will pause, and the pulse that followed you for so long will fade. You will realize that what you feared wasn't a predator, it was reflection, a mirror of curiosity and attention magnified beyond imagination. Stay till the end. You are safe now. The Watchers have learned they cannot own you. And the story that began in fear ends in understanding. Remember, the objects around you may still hold eyes, but they can only see what you allow. Something huge is waiting for you. You've made it. You've survived. You've seen. You've understood. And now, you can live in a world where you notice without fear, where curiosity becomes power, and where every high